Yep, lights out and away we go. This is Thomas Sylvie, straight from the streets of not streets, straight from the back roads of Louisiana to you. Election day is tomorrow. I'm bored today. Just ate my lunch. Let's time to crank the heat, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, being let know my screen is. It is about time to do our bleepingly duties. So, if you're on YouTube, find me at F1Champ551. On Facebook, you know my name, you know my game, Thomas Sylvie. And it is time for why I'm here to do this stream. Because it is very much not expected to say, oh, we're prepping. Thomas is prepping to do an election day stream. Yeah, prepping to do an election day stream, but here it is. Not really a prep stream. It's about time, though. Let me make sure if my voice is heard before I absolutely be out the wall. Let me check my voice. Not really a prep stream. Yep, there you go. Good news. Let's do our jobs. All right. For those that want to know what is going on yesterday in the world of NASCAR, and the title of this stream is NASCAR and Their Hottest of Messes. This is all that went down in NASCAR last night on Martinsville before the final race of the season at Phoenix, which I can just keep it 100. That shouldn't be the final of the season. Let's just be 100. But, and for those that you're on Facebook, I'm Sylvie, but I can be called in Champ 551. And for good, respectable messes, I always wanted to say this. For those that want to know what happened, I can tell all. The final 20 or so laps of this race is as follows. Two of the Hendrick group is trying to hook everybody to Byron, so we basically get in the so nobody would pass him. Basically set up the version of did he learn from Richard? He literally tried to pull the car tires are gone, but not too great enough. Actually not good enough for that. So yeah, not good for that. Then the wall ride, which is Christopher Bell trying to do everything possible to save everything else. Well, yeah, his is stripped, and now have folks from every single team that is, or not every single team, some of the teams that are dealing with championship implications from Toyota and Chevy all in it, or not always. Those were in the top 8 at the time, which is honesty. So for those that want to know what happened at Martinsville, I will basically give NASCAR the full duty, and will give the full highlights. So I will give them full highlights of it all. So for those that wanted to do the extended highlights, I will just, if I were to myself to talk about it, the same issue of you can't ride the wall on the final lap. Ryan Blaney was at the end. Ryan Blaney wins in Martinsville, but at the end got roasted, basically, sadly, and I can say this in a sad case, basically yourself away from really talking about, which is basically in my business and in my life. It is what it is. Because this is a dumpster fire of a joke. I'm saying this for a friend, a NASCAR fan that I've done this kid. I have this 2000s I have ever seen. senior, you know it. And now, well, at this point, we'll just start with 87 to go because yeah, it's gone. Whatchamacallit. Say as well because unless they want to tell. And right now, I'm just going to turn on. Oh, I think is that it? Okay, I got good news. There you go. And this is 87 to go. And it's at the time, this is 87 to go. But for those that want to know what the real beef is, well, Elliott, Larson, and Blaney battle for the lead for 25. You know what? Let me figure my soul out. You know what? 12 minutes. Let's just make that even painlessly brutal. Oh boy. Yeah, well, you know what? Let me keep going. Well, wait a minute. Wait. You know what? Oh, lordy. Yep, get that dude out of the way. This is guy that when he won the race that is overshadowed because we'll get to tell you this. Oh my goodness. Well, yep, and even Blaney will take first. And we're about another minute before we get, or not another minute, some seconds before the final 2 laps. Yep, we're about to see it all. And the Ford and everybody, and that's what you're about to see. Yep, we're about to see the final 2 laps of it all. There's, this is, and the craziest part, this is all what you're going to see from MB bleeping C, which is the final 2 laps and everything. So here we go. This is Byron, and this is 24 of Byron, which is basically literally for I think the number one of I think number one, which number 3, which is Austin Dillon, and the other I forgot the other one. Oh fuck, it's the other one, but I forgot the other one. No, I forget. Okay, and Christopher Bell with the wall ride after that. Oh yeah, and the nun that did the Hail Melling the other year, the car that basically didn't allow wall riding anymore from this guy, which is I forgot his name, is the guy that basically is the Hail Melon that year, the other year. So here we go. And then these are the 2 that basically blocked everybody. And at the end, these are the 2 that blocked everybody from having Byron getting past. Yeah, and Ryan Blaney wins. Here's the problem, even with Ryan Byron. He is literally getting the convoy between Austin Dillon and Mellon. And let me rewind that for 20 for Christopher Bell here is What's shown on the left, no, on the right of the screen, the bottom right of the screen, is basically also why there's also issues. There's issues with William Byron, which is also Austin Dillon and everybody else, Chevy, and then here, or Chevy and that, but it's also Christopher Bell as well. And here we go. And then he's trying to pass everybody, which is Christopher Bell, hits the wall, but at the end, little bit of wall riding, but here's the part of it. He's disqualified from getting points because of that, because what is quote, oh, it's a partial wall ride, but at the end, guess what? It was a wall ride, nonetheless. And here's where the problem starts. Byron gets his spot because William Byron gets his spot at the championship 4 because the 2 cars behind him, which is basically Austin Dillon and Mellon here, because I forget his name after all that, because I'm using Mellon is his nickname for certain, because when he wins, he has a watermelon and he smashes it around. We'll call him for that. I apologize for all of that, but I'm a racing fan nonetheless. Austin Dillon and Mellon here basically are the ones basically blocking everybody to not pass him, so Byron will get the spot. Christopher Bell basically after the race gets basically gets stripped of said place and put him back. But it's also, and up top, here's the sad thing that it's overshadowed. It is overshadowed the win of Ryan Blaney. So there is a problem here, a major problem here. And the problem is simple. It is a historical night, and it's also controversial in all of it. So there's a reason for said controversy. Not everybody is happy. Everybody's pissed. But it's also, there's a reason for, and it explodes after drivers move before quieting spotter, and then rips the officials for the clown show. But at the ops, then Michael Merckx talks about the playoff controversy, because now we're about to hear Michael Merck's side of the story, and he's a YouTuber. Shout him out for him. Fuck. And yeah. And you wonder. And it makes the bitter pain worse. And at the end, NASCAR's blaming fans for the BS, which is even worse. It is suffering. It is straight suffering. And it's even worse. You have a YouTuber, shout out to him. I'm going to give this guy a shout out because he deserves it, to be honest with you. Even though my views or even my subs are literally just smaller than I have ever noticed. And definitely I take that personally. But I don't even have to talk about even the Brazilian Grand Prix in F1. I'll deal with that later. It's this that I give a shout out for. And this is rare form for me. I will start with everything because I'm bored out of my mind. But on. Come on. Yes, I'm on Chromebook, baby. Bought it with not a price. Well, I bought it for a good reason because I'm bored as hell and I'm not liking Windows that much, but yep. Shout out to the dude named Dale. And because this guy basically literally just got on a video and literally said he literally got out of retirement to do this video. Shout out to that dude named Dale. If you're a fan of NASCAR or even racing or anything else in general, if you're on Facebook, give this man a shout out right now because I'm going to give him the floor. Go for it. Go for it. I mean, here we go. And that's basically Jose Mourinho park the bus version that Austin Dillon and Mellon used to literally just not get for 24 not to get past, because Chevy and then Toyota, and at the end, guess what? And then for 20, which is Christopher Bell, pull up to just try to pull that, and then Bubba Wallace to pull basically the quote of Lewis Hamilton of the Bono, my tires are gone line from Lewis Hamilton. And yes, I am a Formula One fan, but I'm also an IndyCar fan at birth when I was there since I was a baby. When I was a kid in the 90s, the first thing I ever would watch at one point in time was I did watch Indy 500, to the point where I knew what time I knew on the day of the Indy 500 at 11 o'clock Central Time, when it's 11 o'clock Central, or no, 10 o'clock Central, after by the time it was finished for 30 minutes of This Week with David Brinkley, 10 o'clock to 10:30, and by the time it was done to hit the 11, it is straight to Indy. And I fell in love with it because I loved it. I love racing in NASCAR because guess what? I found the amazing people of Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Spencer, the whole crew. I mean, the whole sport of it. And when I look back at all of this shit, as it gets, by the time I turned like the biggest, like the peakest time was like, by the time I've turned like 99 and 2000, Dale Sr. on his final, Talladega, final win of his career. And before he left this world, before he left this, gave the Corvette, the Chevy Corvette, basically a deserved Rolex 24 win. That's when I realized the Shadow Realm was about to come, because when Dale Sr. left this earth, it was the Shadow Realm. The Shadow Realm has came and has come, and it's just wrecked the place. It is, and for those saying the peak NASCAR time was like 2010s, I can understand too. But the 90s, the 80s and 90s was basically the rising action. The climax was basically 2001, and then the climax also would be 2010, the 2010s of runs. And it's a joke and a dumpster fire. For NASCAR as a kid, this is not even the sport that I literally had my mom that would have me sit in a Walmart cart as a 2-year-old, 3-year-old kid baby, going straight to have pull-ups on the back of my butt, and then have to push it off and literally just say, "Oh, well, buy me cars." As a kid, the cars that I have, even somewhere in this house, of a blue Hot Wheels organizer, guess what? It is somewhere in this house, and I believe it should be somewhere here, but I believe it is there. And I will say this right now, those cars are my actual link of not just my childhood, was the fact that I've loved NASCAR as well. Whether I say the line when I'm on Facebook here, whether 4 wheels or 2, I am a racing fan till I leave this world. But the race manipulation, I can tell you right now, it is match fixing. It is match fixing at its form. Guaranteed form. And the rest, I will give him also his say too. Because Mm-hmm. When you're having the call to get rid of the playoff as is, you know you bleeped up at this sport. Did I like the chase in the first few times of it? Yes. It may have helped somewhat and it may have helped it. But we're getting to the point of it all that the whole place is like Sky Sports News fraud. I mean straight, I can say it straight up for what it is. Race manipulation is match fixing at its highest form of order. This is guaranteed 100%. If folks like myself as a soccer fan as well, I'm a soccer fan as well, I call this shit for what it is. It's match fixing. For those that have read the fix with I'm not gonna. I think it's yeah. For those that read the fix of Declan Hill, the Declan Hill book, The Fix, and you are a soccer fan and you are seeing this is basically what it is: match fixing. It's amazing how this shit happens. And I say the same line for when I look at it too. I say the same of it is for the late Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace to the man, because it's this. How you can you make this shit up? Yep. Can you make this shit up? No, it isn't. Because I said it for what it is. This is match fixing. This is match fixing in the form of motorsport. Race manipulation. Okay. I am calling it for a sports betting fan that even if I do it, thank goodness I do use basically social betting because I don't even do it that much, but it's what it is. And for those that are seeing why I'm looking away at the camera in this, I am dealing with what is going to potentially be severe weather in the City of Lights coming up real soon. Or really, really soon, because we're prepping for it. Because and I'm also even on the phone to find out what's up. So I do have friends. Well, I live in Natchitoches, like 30 minutes away, so I'm trying to find a way to find out. Well, trying to find out severe weather, because guess what? It is coming. It is coming badly. But you know what? But yeah, it is absolutely. Who would have expected this? But yeah, this is basically match fixing, and this is why I'm on the phone. So and yeah, this is why I'm on the phone and not looking at the camera, but I'm doing it for a good reason here. Yeah, so this is Robaline. So yeah, this is humid. Let me look. Rain and some heavy rain, some heavy thunderstorms could affect the area late tonight into tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon, tonight and tomorrow afternoon is election day. For those that I'm saying this everywhere in the United States is get out and vote. I only will say for one thing about anything of this type of politics during this stream is this: if you are anywhere in our country of the United States, all I want you to do is one test and one test alone: get out and vote. And because of that, I am grateful to tell you this, and I will say that, and after this, that will be the rest of this stream will not be that. I will just do whatever I'm going to do for the rest of this time with you on stream. But this is basically, I'm gonna give that dude Dale the rest of it as well. I'm just gonna keep it going here. Mm-hmm. 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 Correct. That is absolutely correct here. Oh crap! I want to play. Mm-hmm. I would agree with you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, and it's all for them. This is all NASCAR, and not just this is all NASCAR. This is all the family that owns this sport, has been owning this sport ever since I was born. Not even just the 80s, ever since I have been in this earth for 37 bleeping years. I am 2 more years till 40, because I will say it for those that are watching me here on Facebook, that I've said this. My goal is to make it to 40, and when I make it to 40, I will do everything possible to make it to 50 and then on up the line. I am a diabetic. I have watched I have watched people leave this world for the stuff that is not taken seriously, and I'm doing everything they can to take it. But to me, when I look at this for NASCAR, I don't believe they took it seriously. They are only in it for one thing at the end, and it is this. That is it. That is all of it. This is money. This is money. This is money bills. That's all they have. The are shown on television and everything. This is what, in most cases, you buy at Walmart. You want actual change for the sport? Let's see how many people are willing to tell Walmart, I am not buying any of this shit that is from the store because of NASCAR. Let's see if they are the willing to deal with it. The question is, Walmart can deal with it, right? How about when every last NASCAR fan from the past, present, and future do it? What if we have an actual fan strike? Even if, and if they're gonna say, yeah, they're not gonna listen to how many people are willing to strike, and not just say it, but actually do it. Point of it. Are you willing? If you, yeah, this is like we are, yeah, for real. But I can just tell you this: how many of fans of NASCAR? I can even say the same call for F1 went out before Bernie Ecclestone sold it, or even me when it comes to IndyCar after the split and everything else trying to save itself and trying to fight back from it. And for IndyCar, That is what I want to see because I'm happy for what for what IndyCar is doing. And the craziest part about it, they have a new TV deal this year to the point where Fox bleeping proper, all 14 races, one season. Every single race from the start to the very end of the season, which is basically, I believe, September or October, maybe August to October, whatever, of the final races of the season. It is all going to be on Fox TV from the start to the very end. That's right. In 95 was peak IndyCar, right? 12 or 13 races for ABC. ABC gave up. Gave it to IndyCar. IndyCar tried it 12 to 13 races at that time, plus others that were going to be given to Peacock. Now, all 14 races. This is for those that have watched, I've talked about it on Facebook or others. It is basically, I can just say this. Every single race that is IndyCar related, I can tell it to you right. Well, something's out on KSLA, I guess. Okay. But yeah, every single man. But yeah, every single race session. So, oh wow, every single race from the start of the season to the end is on Fox TV. Guess what Fox TV season, which is basically, I believe it's March to September, October. You're gonna deal with NASCAR. You're gonna deal with NASCAR and all the other stuff that has gone on with it. Sports easier. Spring sports as well, because we're gonna do that now again too. Let's see what else. Rumors they're trying to do with NBA. Well, not really. I'm forgetting about it. But yeah, you're now trying to deal with even the NFL as well, because yeah, you're gonna see more of that. It is amazing that IndyCar is actually trying to do something here. And not just that, they will all, at the end, for NASCAR, they follow the Drive to Survive line, IndyCar as well, potentially. But I'm happy to say that. But this is NASCAR in its own fuckery that cannot get out of its own way. And it's sad that I have to say this, but at the end, this is what's happening. They are not getting out of its own way, and it's ugh. But yeah, that is what's going on. Cannot get out of his own way, of his own hot mess, of his own chase and everything else. When you're having even Fox News, some other folks that are on their comments saying, "Oh yeah, Bubba Wallace destroyed NASCAR." No, he didn't. No, he didn't. At the end, boy, NASCAR destroyed NASCAR. NASCAR killed NASCAR. Bill France killed this sport. Deal with it. NASCAR killed NASCAR. When you're having young people go straight up and go straight to Formula One after you're trying this shit for years and you know you ain't doing shit, it is what a sight to behold to not realize young people rather watch the late Ayrton Senna, Damon Hill, Jacques Villeneuve, the man, the myth, the legend, Michael Schumacher, the man, the myth, the legend, Lewis Hamilton, and potentially in the same place as them is, here we go, Sebastian Vettel. Even though he's not going to race anymore, he's retired, but Max Verstappen, what if Max Verstappen gets 7 and be a Hamilton? Dear God. same line. I am, but here's a different problem. I'm not always, I'm an impatient person when it comes to dating and everything. I am patient when it comes to stuff that I love. I am a Formula One fan, even if I'm not, I am pissed off when it comes to, when I say this for me. I am a Formula One fan, even after the split and the mess that is in. I fell in love with Formula One as a kid in 1999. First race, well, basically the first F1 race I have ever have on television. For those book, Kathy Lurkey Dollar. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. You are my favorite teacher, and I will always be there. And you are part of my life because you gave me. Yeah, I was asking to have it recorded. So my first F1 experience was literally watching the 1999 Spanish Grand Prix. That was that first one. Yes, it was. Then at the end of the day, nowadays I was told that it wasn't actually a boring race. But 1999 was, quote, sellout crowd. Oh, yeah. Only for the two drivers in the back of the grid. All Schumacher and Mika Hakkinen and crew. And all for the two dudes in the front. I love racing, though. And that's what he was saying on the video that I showed, even on the preview of his video. You got to be kidding me. This is what we deserve? Okay, yeah. You know what I want from me in return? Yeah, the curse of Dale Sr. Yeah, let me snatch another soul from the body of the car to be NASCAR, the motorsports angels. Because guess what? You didn't even fix what you started. You didn't even listen. You didn't even learn. And at the end, you didn't even learn shit. Welcome to the potentially the end of your sport as it is. Because I can just tell you right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can't finish the rest of this video. But shout out that dude named Dale. He's got retirement. You don't even have to believe me. I will show it to you. This his video. I'm trying to load this up right now. This is it. I'm keeping it a bucky with you. If I keep it a $1.50 with you, you keep it with me. I'm being real with you because that's just gonna be real with you. His last video is I'm going to post it and show it to you. And this is Chromebook, and I've been using it for like several months because I loved it. I'm loving it right now. But it's this. His actual last video was out of basically YouTube retirement was a year ago. And those 5 are Call of Duties. And I think, yep, this is it. Even crazier. All of Dale Sr.'s wins from season 1. So it's basically all 19 of Dale's, that is of the motorsport variety, won a year ago, but for NASCAR's sake, it is 3 years ago. You can't make this shit up. You really can't. It is insane. It is insane, the bleep that I noticed. It's insane. Absolutely insane. And I just, oh my goodness. Basically match fixing as is, folks. It's the biggest scam. It is scam. What a scam. Well, yep, we're election. Yep, we're just going to be neck and neck. Well, here's the thing. Oh, man. Crypto man. No, I'll get to that later. I'm not going to do this now. I'm not even going to talk about it now. But this is election eve. They have the post-election boom. Well, I'm not going to even talk about that either. This is about NASCAR. This is about NASCAR. And I'm grateful to be truthful. It is insane for me to look at the sport and have a real sad realization. It is unbelievable the fuckery they do. It is unimaginable. It's unimaginable. Unimaginable. Yeah, absolutely unimaginable. All it is this. If this one poll is right, he's not just Trump's is done, he's barbecued. But at the end, doesn't matter. I'm going to talk about it? No. I'm just going to be literally real with it all. And I'm just going to just full-blown honesty. But I'm not talking about politics. I'm just talking NASCAR as it is. So let's just say this. NASCAR. Yep. And when your Murphy is part of a Google search, yeah. Woo! Yeah. You're having Martin talk about it on Fox News itself. You're having radio chatter. This is 22 hours ago. They're looking into that audio chatter. And in 11, they're launching an investigation after that. What a way. You have perspectives from every single YouTuber from Tottenham, from NASCAR itself on NBC, to Kenny Wallace, to TS, and everyone. This is absolutely a mess. NASCAR would expect, if nothing broke, penalty to come tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna read. Yeah, Jordan Wallace car would expect, if nothing broke, penalty coming to the team. Hard to predict. Dylan Chess didn't lose spots. Don't expect anything to Byron. There isn't a no blocking rule. Well, fuck. And then suspect things happened again just about a day ago. Chevy run a blockade for Byron, who was in by 1 point and couldn't lose the spot. Bubba Wallace slowed way down to give Bell that final chance, and then Wall to make it in. Yeah, match fixing. And then got Chevy and then Toyota, and they working. Chevy and Toyota working with them. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your sport, baby. That's your sport. Shares the really? You really thinking it's disbelief? Shit. This is 22 hours ago. Yeah, they're checking radio chatter and everything. This is Reddit. This is mostly Reddit, and I'm usually People also ask what caused this decline. Excited for that. It's the car tomorrow, which fans and drivers like. The constant tinkering in the rules and in racing itself. The decline of its quality. Yeah, all of it. Just all of it. The cars that the car even just one company that they're even just selling. It's not even worth it anymore. You're having a kid guarantee you it's about because you're not gonna get new stuff in it anymore. I'm also watching this. See, for GB, and it's at the end. They said NASCAR's controversy at Martinsville shows entirely. And there's the thing: neither of them will happen unless they're forced to happen. And I'm buying their shit at Walmart or any other store. Fans have the power to. The fans at the end have a power to. Even though folks are saying at the end, oh, it's the fans. Yeah, it is. You're having less and less right now, currently, because the big that you'll see in Manchester City, PS bleeping G. Okay, that's it. That's it. Ones that you're gonna see. That is it. And at the end, when I look back, even this is, and at the end, the way they're going to be forced to is when the fans say, I had enough, and they're leaving their money at the door. I have seen all. In India, even before my first was in Jeff Krosnoff. I have basically by the time I turned, this was maybe I think 98 or 99. And it's most in Indy, Toronto. The next one I've ever watched, the next fatality I watched was there. And the worst call, I knew he was going to go before all of it. I knew it. The window net doesn't come down. When I look back at the end with Ken, no, he just left and ran. Even my classmates when I was in school, not when I was in marketing, I knew he was going to go. I knew he was going to go, and that's the basic thing. He's not going to be there. He's going to be in this world much longer. He's gone. The card tomorrow basically set it up that way. Is it sad that I say it? Yeah. The fans are saying when they went west, they left behind us as like on the Southern fans. Yeah, correctly. I can understand that. I could say the same call for Formula One when they left for the United States. Have bargained. Similar call. It's out point where showing what I basically showed you from NASCAR was match fixing in front of the world. Match fixing in front of the fans. Match fixing the American people and else that is on. This is basically a way for what it is. This is match fixing. Not even just a controversy. And then William Byron. This is race manipulation. Manipulating are and Toyota to win it. When you're having Chevys on the literally just sitting on the car, literally dripping rubber and steel. Yeah, just because a truck that, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? I'm reading. Bubble. This is fixed. Oh shit, it's fixed. What does it matter? Means nothing. Means absolutely nothing. Kevin Larson should be in that championship hunt. But and even he was giving everything he got. Well, because you didn't win that race, it's like, yeah, remember the line. Winning you're in, right? You have one race 6 this season. You do for shit. I'm like, we were literally, yeah, the win system. If you want to if you advance, you have to win a race. That's basically, I mean, goodness gracious. Race, that planning is all overshadowed. When you're shit, I can tell you right now, gets shot at back-to-back tiles at the end. It's like you can have all the celebrating and at the end doesn't mean the victory. And guess what? It's all it is. Yeah. You think this is worse? Yeah, 2008 or something. Not the big 2000. No. Yeah, 2008. Yeah, you have Nelson basically spoke. Fabio Briatore basically helped me. Because Nelson is what you think the 100? Yeah. Yeah, there's a reason why. There's a reason his librarian put him and then basically gave him Senna. Yeah, there's a reason why all of Brazil chose Senna instead of you. Congratulations. But at the end, this is match fixing his own. That's bullshit. Formula One is even crazier. Nelson Piquet Jr. wrecked out on purpose, basically to help. Safety car. Everybody's going to go around. He went to the pits. Out, went around 360 around everybody else, but not him. Yeah. Fernando Alonso got his win. Guess who finally got it closed? Renault, which is basically Briatore, which is basically a Benetton. Run that fade 50 times, hope. That's what it is. Same thing. And then match fixing. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Do you expect anything? Well, actually, at the end, that's basically what it is. It is basically what it is. Basically what it is. can tell you this: the entire sport should be felted at this point. This is funny. The entire NASCAR should get felted after that. You have folks that are wrecking folks out even on this out to get to my place so I can. Are you? My goodness. My goodness. The facts and deal with this now and realize of the entire feeling, the struggle, and the in it. It's the pain that I do and I see. Whew. Off. Whew. Yeah. Yeah. In Martinsville, basically, this is basically 2024 election and all this put together. Yep. That is basically what you're seeing in me today. That's why when I get out and vote tomorrow and post it, I think I really wanted to stream tomorrow and literally just run through this and want to have fun today. I want fun. Today, tonight, for election, get out and vote, and then get home and literally. I have said at one point I didn't even want to stream tomorrow evening. I want to stream tomorrow evening. I want to stream tomorrow evening because I pray and I hope that maybe tomorrow or the and say, hey, we made it. We made one election of hot mess. Because that's basically what it is. It is hot mess. For those, yeah, Mark, I think it's his name. He said this. He prays for whoever. Me, I hope and pray that all people, whether you voted or not, whether you have your voice your own way. You're going to have voice heard. To me, that is my thing. Whenever I or not, and that's what I'm going to do. So, something that is to me because it's basically cathartic because of what I've seen all time. You're well. Here's the sad part. Even he you're saying he's leaving in disgust. In disgust, yeah. Woo. Like a bitch. Arguments 2011 in front row race signed contracts with similar language and teams win. Monetary damages can be calculated. NASCAR attorney said in court that they can't even that in court that they can't already race in and then want benefits of it. Yeah, and that's the point of it. Oh yeah, we want to take advantage. Okay, yeah, since we know this ain't any competitive, it's not antitrust. Okay, I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do. I'm just gonna fuck the entire sport over. That's basically Michael Jordan, everybody else. The line, oh, I take it personally. Yeah, he's gonna take it personally to the fact, yeah, I'm just gonna fuck NASCAR for every last chance I get. Oh, and I'll just sign it, and I'm just gonna piss when I do it. To the point where even the fans are realizing what it is. If I wanted to be in charge of a fan strike, let me. Go ahead and let me. Or two rules: don't buy. That is, or use any Walmart or any other store or any other thing that is NASCAR involved, and don't pay a single and don't dime for tickets for the rest of the and through all the way to 2025. Let's see. There is a power. There's actual power for fans, and for me, the power of fans is when we realize that's the power. You're gonna say, "Oh yeah, let's test that theory right now." I'm gonna say this: let's all test this theory right now. How many on Facebook and of YouTube? I'm not leaving YouTube out in any way. Let's see how many that are YouTube and on whether buying anything that is sponsored by, whether Walmart or even used by, or whatever thing that is sponsored by NASCAR, or better yet, not pay a dime to get on a ticket to get to NASCAR. Anti-woke or not, put all of your issues aside. Just say this: when you're seeing of the controversial stuff and it is what's happening, are you willing to give up your Sunday from the Daytona 500 to the end of the season in Phoenix to not to say I am on strike until something gets done? The floor is y'all's. Are watching on stream in YouTube and on Facebook. The floor is y'all. My money in my pocket and take it elsewhere. If you are a fan and are willing to say, I will not give a dime until the sport is changed, are you willing to strike basically for the entire 2025 season? And better yet, it wouldn't even matter if it is the Cup all the way to ARCA. Let's see how many people are willing to strike. Or we can just for cases of Camelot 331. Shout out to you, my brother. We want you to be on the seats and have this. But I even ask this: what if I just say this? Cups, all three. Time. I'm not paying a single dime. Who's unwilling? I will. This is tonight. For me, watching a severe weather is going to be tornadoes, large hail, strong winds, and a lot of flooding. Man, I had to find out what's going on. But this is really, it's gross. What happened in NASCAR is basically match fixing. For those that are betting on NASCAR, for those that have bet NASCAR, which is Martinsville, yeah, have betted on this. Here's a question I ask: are you, if it is said and done, and it is called of the fact that it is basically manipulation on a lot of the shit, to base championship for. I will ask of this. I will ask of all this. Are you willing to call your bookies and just basically have every single bookie have it to investigate just this race, just Martinsville by itself, and find out, hey, if it's anything that is a problem that is of this sport and people have bet on the race and you won money over it, or for those that you bet points or whatever or anything else and you lose money, do you have a reason to say, I am going to go to my bookies and said this? Investigate it because I want to know what. That's the point. I want and what exactly is happening, because it is some. The whole thing is so bleeping dank. It is literally of the 100% grade A match fixing, because what I'm saying it is match fixing. Match fixing in principle word. For those that have read the fix Declan Hill, the fix by Declan Hill about match fixing and everything else from the 2006 World Cup of the 2006 World Cup, and how somebody that is really doing this and he's, yeah, this match is fixed. I can even tell. And yeah, this is soccer right now. This is what I noticed. It every single. This is basically the Keelon Kings here. We might as well have the Keelon Kings of NASCAR. I bet somebody of this bullshit up and hit it from in front of the world and this shit fake. All of it looks bullshit. All of it looks sus. Can I even ask the same question? Can I trust or on the track or anything else because of this shit? This is madness. This is madness, my friends. This is madness on a grand scale. My goodness. Yep. My opinion to say this, I could just say this. This is fixed. It's match fixing. And if I'm a fan of this sport now, I just say this: put the sport back before the chase. Put it all back. But I don't think they would. And that's Mama. I'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's 6 o'clock. My goodness. 6 o'clock. Oh, shit. Oh, macro. I'll pick it up and finish the stream. Are open, folks. I know I'm about to get this right here. Anybody want to comment? Go ahead and comment, subscribe, share, whatever. Because guess what? We're going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it for like the next several minutes more. Several minutes more, folks. Anybody that want to comment, go ahead. For those that are on YouTube, go ahead. For those that are on Facebook, go ahead. You have the green light to do so. Because I am, from here on out, I'm not even going to use Prism when it comes to this phone, when it comes to this anymore. I'm basically going to use Restream from here on out, folks. Because I want people to have the right to basically talk about it, to talk about stuff that you need to talk about, or for me to talk about the stuff that I'm dealing with. Right now, it is the NASCAR race in Martinsville, but I think 6 o'clock. When it's 6 o'clock, I'm just gonna do something else. I'm just gonna do something else and just go for it because, man, just gonna tell folks before I do anything. In YouTube and find me on one and on YouTube on basically on Facebook at Thomas Sylvie. I just finished talking about Martinsville, and we're just gonna chill. Sub to me, like, subscribe, react, everything. If you're on Facebook, sub to me. If you're on YouTube, sub to me. I've got 13 subs. My goal right now is to literally just go for it. I'm going to be on YouTube, and guess what? Here's what I want you to do. If you're on YouTube and you find me, go ahead and sub to me because I need every sub that I can get because I'm going to start today. I'm just going to start today because I'm using YouTube as my streaming spot as well as Facebook. I don't know about DLive, and if I do that, I'm going to have basically Twitch replaced. And that's my goal. My goal for the entire time, for this time of frame, is be on stream. I don't have a routine. I don't have a. I'm gonna be when I'm gonna stream. I'm going to post. I'm gonna be on stream. When you see me, that is gonna be you're gonna see me. Oh yes, and I got family. I got somebody to call, so I'll be back. Anybody that is on stream in YouTube and Facebook, find me on. Hello. Hey. Hold on. Well, oh man, antitrust. Ooh, gracious. They even still dealing with it, but this is as of 2 hours ago. Minutes ago. And they're sparring at that. Chip. Yes. He's done. He's gone from that championship. Overshadowed manipulation because basically it is. Yep. Oh, I hope my family doesn't. Hey, man, struggles even I expect. Get it? My goodness, on work. Good. Hey. even days. Oh my goodness. Decisions. But I am trying so hard. I really am not. I am not of the willing to try it all today when it comes to politics, and I'm just gonna finish like for tonight. And by the time I get it done, I'm just gonna. My goal this year for tomorrow is to be on stream and be done. And even worse, and Oganowski, my brother, always finds a way to hit conspiracy theory. But I'm gonna let him go. Go, brother. A point shaving sandwich. Hey, I can see it. Let's see. Daniel Trotta, I'm gonna let him go after this. Daniel Trotta, blue check is even for Pokemon VGC and they're saying Pokemon, you have a blue check mark, hate the tweet. Eat. I'm back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is glucose warning. For those that do look and I'm likely going to deal with tanking. Glucose drops or spikes, depending on it. But I'm oh my. Dude, really? What? Mm-mm-mm. Who would have realized it? Who would have known it? Mm-mm. saying V8 supercars in Australia, scandals of the early 90s and 2000s, all done to appease the companies and the gambling fortunes and the establishment coffers. It's also funny, while dealing with a lawsuit, NASCAR can't even pretend to have a clean image. Even if they're dependent on them. Yeah. Can't even depend on these losers to do right. Mm-mm. Yeah. That's and sadly counting in NASCAR. And happy garbage has been like this since the 20s, or even older than that. Also, while dealing with the image of their, yep, yeah, I'm gonna say even that. The Ford Hold'em match fixings of the night early. Yep, can't even trust that. Point shape. Point Jim 411. Congratulations. This is from the description. Training the outcomes of races and championship results by instructing drivers to essentially stop racing when the situation. Does anyone realize this? Especially when fans are encouraged to gamble on the outcome of races under the impression happening with what is happening. And here's sporting was even banned blatantly that it is hidden in your face, but it still fits it. But that's just basically what it is. My goodness. My goodness. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Here we go, folks. Drop, and I'm just drunk a cup of juice. Not, you know what? Sadly, I might as well even get a full cup, but I'm not doing it yet. I know I'm dealing with tanking. I am tanking 20 minutes, and because of it, even I can't even cut it short. But yep, we're about minute 15 in. I don't know what's going on. Oh, yeah, minute 53 thing. Oh, yeah, minute. Nope. Shit. Yep, I'll be back. Hold on a minute. Yep. Yes, I have it somewhere. I spot there. Because gracious. Yeah, that's my glucose is tanked. So glucose tank. Let me get to that. Let me deal with it. Yep, time for me to go for the K car search. Also, the places. Oh man. Not even a prisoner of the. I'm not gonna be the prisoner. I'm go for it. I'm dream big. My biggest dream is to see type 2 diabetes and take advantage of it. All I want our country to do at this and everything else, keep each other in prayer. And so take care of one another because we're about to see we watch too much Yu-Gi-Oh for free. Yeah, I remember find out what is going to be the site. All right, I'll be back. What is it?
So once you passed your ballot, it makes so we ask you to do that contact experience from Louisiana.
All right. Yay. This live. Ooh. Even if I don't want to even do election day, run, go for it. Mm-hmm. Agree. Mm-hmm. And that's the point of it. I can understand it. I want to do like the full reaction to which is real Radman, the floor of what he's about to say, and let him do it. The reason is I'm taking it all in, and also taking all break, having to say what all and other So yeah.
Time when we have it's the same thing for Chevy, it's the same thing for Hendrick. They don't this year went in.
Formula One. Even from like 2000 to like 2000 or during the run all the way through like the four era of Sebastian Vettel. And I still love Formula One too. It's just, it took something significant to happen. It is all the BS that happened in this sport, all the BS, I mean, for Formula One and everything. It was all, and I repeat, it was, I mean, and I look at Radman, like, I feel him, man. Absolutely feel him, because I was dealing with the same shit when it comes to. And then you look at it, it's like, yes, this is basically for, it's basically for the rich. It's for the money, for the love of money. Because guess what now? That was even during almost the final end of the Bernie Ecclestone era. That's basically Bernie Ecclestone basically of it. Let me finish it off. They ran Formula One to win Liberty. Yeah, by the time it was like almost to the final of it as Primo. He did this for the fuck up. Basically, fuck everything else. Because he's helping the old men, the over 40-year-old men, no, the over 40 to 50-year-old men at the time at that sport. You need people to carry that sport, and guess what happens? You know what happens when Formula One became not enough to even have the same people say, oh, but I wanted just European because it worked. Yeah, remember the fucking line? The Formula One World Championship? Look at how many times we tried that when it comes to the United States. We tried so many times and people didn't accept it. Here's a reason. Here's a good. They did when it's really did. Day on this moved around. It's basically, that's the schedule. That's the effort. Even Austin, Circuit of the Americas, that is still a world championship scheduled race. Even with the loss of money, even when the money is just not worth it at that time. Right now, that is what's happening. Radman is correct when it comes to this. It's like, yeah, you have your own thing. It worked. People liked it. People liked it because they saw themselves as Dale Sr. They saw themselves as Jeff Gordon. They saw themselves as, in some cases, even in the Busch series, Shauna Robertson, Patty Moise, Mark Martin, all the characters and everything. They saw themselves in them. Because they have that dream. They had the motorsport. They had the Quaker State Pennzoil dream. The dream to get in a car, to make it, to literally not just make the field, but basically to be a part of something, of anything. I mean, the cars were cool. The stuff that we recognized. I recognize Dale Sr., man. Even the greatest time of it in 2000 was a time when I was dealing with Initial D, and I fell in love with it. And I fell in love with Initial D and even drifting at the time because it meant so much. And you know what? Even Super Street at one point called NASCAR and all of NASCAR like Southern Hicks and Formula One computerized cars. That's why drifting was what it was for the first few years of it, because guess what? It got people there. It's their own thing, and they fell in love with it. Now look at them. Now look at what happened. Yeah, they're still there, but are you gaining a foothold into to more spaces? No, because we're back to thus saith the swag. It's amazing. It's absolutely Radman. I understand, bro. Because that was me when it was Formula One. Yeah. It's my. Yeah. But it's the thing of it all, man. Let me play the rest. Let me play it all. Let me play it all. It's beautiful. And I agree. Even in the first few years, yeah, I didn't want this. But even for this, first few years, it's great. It's whatever. Let's move off and get back to what got you here. Nope. They want more. They want more. Greed, 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 greed. You can, for those that are woke, for that are quote woke, bubble walls, whatever, NASCAR, whatever. All you got to do is go straight to the core. And the core of it is, all you got to do is when you put on a Venn diagram of people who are anti-woke and dealing with culture war, anti-woke, culture war, woke, everything else, one side, race fans on the other, and put it all together, and you put it something in the middle, and you realize in the middle, money, greed, the love of money, and the love of money, and the not just the thrill of it, in the thick of the love of money, and basically the love of money, the greed, everything else, for the absolute fuck of it. This is NASCAR right now. For the fuck of it. For the love of money. For the France family. Their cries won't be heard. Because guess what? That's it. That's all they have. They're making money even when their own son is in rehab. Because it's going to talk about it, because they look at all four of it is, here's the thing. None of them deserve that shit. None of them. None. All four of them doesn't deserve that. All four of them shouldn't be, in for some ways, all four of them shouldn't even deserve to be on that championship. I mean, shit. I mean, shit. I even looked at even the Brazilian Grand Prix yesterday. By the time Max Verstappen pulled off, basically the version of the late Ayrton Senna, like 17th to the first, and literally took the podium and just said, yeah, I'm like Senna too. And the quote stuck to me. I don't know if it's really true for what it is. Rain basically equalizes the cars, but not the drivers. The rain basically show who the real racers are. And basically we can just say this, even for Formula One. the Angels of Formula One with Senna as his archangel, drop all the rain in front of the world and just say this: let's see him do it. Let's see him try. Let's see him try. I want to see him try. Go for it. Guess what? That's what happened. They were trying it. And guess who survived? The man that is on the top step of the podium and the other two, that is Alpine. Which I thought I heard they were going out of business anyway. And basically sold the team. I think. I don't remember. This is out of touch. All of it. And I'm just going to run it through. I don't know if I want to finish the rest of it because I'm dealing with. I don't know what's going on. Let me keep going with it. If I can, I hope it is. Because I'm. Yes. $2 million every week. I agree with it. You still have enough viewers, even in YouTube, to do it, but it's not cutting it. You're not cutting the mustard here. You're not. I can see even for Formula One, like I can see the point where I see even for the fans of Lewis Hamilton and everything, to the point where it is so big, it meant so much that it was going to be in the version of on movie theaters at that point. What right call? What right call? What right call at this point? What right effing call? My lord. I feel like I'm going to Air France myself at this point. I don't know what it is. What right call? This is hot mess. I can't believe this shit. This is hot mess, man. The hottest of messes. My goodness. Having Chevy and Toyota literally just say, oh yeah, get money. Let me shake hands and get money. Let me get money. For goodness, it's insane. Let me get money. Japan time is like it's almost 10 o'clock. Beautiful. All right, let me put it in. Yeah. I'm just going to shop. I'm just going to look around and find out about K's. Because, yeah, your top sellers are the Acti truck, the Carry truck, the Sandbar, and the Hijack. That's your top four and your Skyline. Yep, basically it. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Get away. Yeah. Soul shit. Straight soul shit. My goodness, this is some soul. And what right here. Yeah, and I always got a burst in my thumb and my fingers somehow. My goodness. All right. this is the stuff that keeps my brain cells up at and just piss me off at times, because it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Let me check everything. You know what? No. All right, let me look at body type. Man. I'll do a man. Ooh. Let me check the price. 2,000. I'll just search for it because I'm bored today. My goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm prepped. Oh my goodness. I love rating when it means something. It's like, it's just, you show all four of them, and even I can't even trust if all the four drivers that are going to be for at this point even bleeping deserve it. You gotta love the fuckery that I feel. You really do. You really do. My goodness, you really do. It's for the fuck of it. And even I don't even want to talk about things because I will try to do. Right now, I'm just trying to see when I can deal with the K vehicles and everything, so I can figure out what I can do. Because my goal is to drive a car. My only goal at this point is literally to learn how to drive and deal with what I could. And I had a burr on my finger. It's I can't believe I'm feeling this. So I'm gonna be dating coming up soon. Maybe not even so soon. Maybe in the nearest of futures here. And I just hope I seal it. I mean, I just seal it, and I think I really do like her, and I believe I have a crush on her. I have a crush on her, and I believe she does feel the same. I just want to be sure that it's level, and we just know I just know what I desire and she desires, and we both desire each other and ourselves. It's feelings, man. It just feels great to feel that you feel okay, you feel safe, and you feel whole. Honda Street, folks, it's just it's a prayer. Hope and a prayer, folks. Hope and prayer. I will next for those that are on YouTube and Facebook, and I'll even tell that even the same way I'm Instagram. Next December, most likely December of this year. So December of this year, because of nothing. So before I'll do this, I'll just finish it. Hold on a minute. Yeah. Yeah, let me look. I gotta get some. I gotta eat supper in a few minutes. And yeah, let me get back to it all. I'm wanting to get into one that is easier to work on or easier to maintain. But I think a lot of the K cars, yeah, they're easier to maintain. And the vans and the K cars are too. So, my goodness, it's wild though. But let me see, this 18. And a lot of them was like recommended for their use. So it was like Honda Street van. All right, let me. Wow. Yeah, that's the sport, folks. That's the sport. Sport of NASCAR, and I feel bad for fans, and I feel like the only way I could really feel and really just say to have actual justice was we just strike and say I'm out of here. I believe should be on strike for the rest of the season, and I believe for the entire 2020 season until they do something about it. I think it's like gallons of that, so a lot of it. 3,941 though. That's a good thing about it. The errors. I mean, that's why I usually want to do this as a kid, just to see the steering wheel and the dashboard, because that's what I was as a kid. Woo! Literally the like service and all that. They even got the original parts, just everything. That's like a 97 Street V, and it's $4,000. Just yeah, certificate to Freeport. Also insurance, import tax, everything. So I'm trying enough to get it sent. My main goal when it comes to this is power steering. No, my main goal is to have AC and an airbag. So as long as it is there, it's like 80 airbags, that's fine. And I don't smoke, so that helps too. So 3,491, and I could compare. I could literally just compare if I really want to LA, and that is Long Beach or something, and that's even higher. Well, not higher. It's even lower. So $3,900, like almost $4,000. And then you really do this, it's 3,366 and 3,385. I can deal with shipping in that way. Whew. I was like, my goal, if I do that, would just use it from the stasis of cryptocurrency. I do use GoodDollar, and my goal is like one for right now, right? When I take a token, so take one Fuse token and then swap it to US, swap it there, and whenever you claim GoodDollar again, Fuse token would just generate itself. That is what I heard. It would generate either Fuse or CeeLo and would regenerate itself. I'm not sure if it is. I'm not sure, but yeah. Hopefully I'm correct. I don't know, but yeah. And then and it is, if it's unsuccessful, replacements options are provided. So that is my goal, is to learn to drive. That is the thing. Even when I was a diabetic, my goal is to learn to drive. Learn to drive, and then if I do it needed some help, I call for help, or call 911, whatever. Call 911, or even for this, it's like if it's a major drop, has some food, has some sugar, whatever sugarized food I can deal with, And then if it is a spike, I drink water that is on the seat or whatever I had set up somewhere, like whatever to set up with, and then pull over, walk around like the park and then, or whatever spot, and just walk around, drink water, have enough of it to drop off, and then get back on it. Exercise, baby. Exercise. It's a tiring process, and it's just rest. But I felt like I rested too much. Way too much. But yeah. I think for right now, this is the starting point. So it's like 3,941. I do have a feeling it maybe still find a way to sell it. I'm not going to use the PayPal thing. Nope. I think they do allow the debit. No, not debit. Yeah, they do allow the credit debit card, pay with PayPal, all that shit. But yeah, they literally just say the purchase flow. You order, you have the payment, you have the shipment, you have the delivery. But it's also, I had to deal with paperwork, and everything else too. So I do also need to set up paperwork and everything, because it's not just this. There's paperwork on customs. You have to have it through customs and write it down through customs, and DMV, not even just DMV, NTS, like the naturals. No, I think it's their transportation safety board and all that. And then because it's, even if it does get to Texas, but I'm good with it because it would get through Texas, like Freeport. But if it's not on if I do it on like LA or Long Beach, California, and everything else, I would have to do paperwork and shit. I mean, mountains of it. I don't know if it's similar when it comes to that. So in Freeport, so I do prep for it. But basically, for right now, and even though, but yeah, you have everything else for local government. So this is basically it. So there's more requirements for that. So other than the BNL export, yeah, they already checked those. We know what it is with the marine insurance and everything. So, and yeah, they'll send me that. My goal is basically have an AC alloy wheels. Have it. And I'll just buy that one too. But they're all gonna say those cars aren't safe. But guess what? They even said this. You said the same line when it comes to motorcycles. But yeah, and there's like who cares? You said it for even motorcycles. Shut up at this point. But that's basically what it is, though. So for right now, that's the goal for this one. I don't know about others. If it does get sold, then I'll just do the next one. Let me check how long I've done stream. It's almost 7:30, so I'm going to eat. So 2 hours, 2-hour stream, running my mouth about NASCAR. What a day. What a day. What a day. Thank you very much. After having to read through it, what Radman has to say, I haven't even read through all of it even as well, but I am happy to say this. This is a good stream, and it's a good cathartic stream because it's basically what I need for tomorrow, and I will literally just watch through it tomorrow. I do have like a site to do it though, and have it to show that I don't have to watch it on television or anything. Just watch it for what it's worth. Thank you very much for watching the stream. This is a thing for me that I don't usually want to do it that long, or I usually use more than my goal is to do like one that, but it is a good thing to literally just have a catharsis and just talk about it on show. Happy to tell y'all this. Happy to stream with y'all. If you did view the stream, like it, react to it in Facebook, for YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, share, everything. I love you all. I'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, Lord willing, let me live. I'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully, I'll do this stream for Election Day 2024. My goodness, yes.